This is glorious. I can't wait to get into this one with you boys. So, this is kind of a pleasant surprise, and here is where I'm going with this. This is another King Arts Gaiking. Okay? So, what we have here is something that's a little different. My other review, I'm not going to break it out. I'm not going to go through the whole thing or really a comparison this time, even though I love my comparisons. You know that. But here's the thing with this. Actually, I am going to compare him with the black one. Okay. One little side note here. Gaiking, King Arts Original Edition. If you see my past review, King Arts Gaiking, whether it's the original or black, the original, and black, not this one, are both identical except for the color. Box scheme, the two panels open, they split in half, and then you can see inside the window. This is just a normal box. I think King Arts just sleeked it down. I didn't know really this was coming out, okay? One thing, this is the first release I'm going to show you guys here. I'm calling them out Sahani Toy. I got this from them. I asked to cancel my pre-order because we all knew we got an alert that the shoulders were reversed. Now, I did get, unfortunately, those reverse shoulders. So, I mean, he looks fine. I guess. I mean, he looks all right. But anyway, I emailed Sahani Toy. They wouldn't let me cancel my pre-order. Sure as shit, I got this at the door. Today, I opened it up, and the shoulders were reversed. So I did send them a nice email saying, hey, I tried to cancel my pre-order that you wouldn't let me because of this issue I knew about. And here we are. Now, I asked them to please advise. We'll see what's going on. So, also, I need to give a shout out to Gundamit, Bamboo Spee, and Show Z. Shout out to London Action Figures, robots_R_art. Mega Thrusters are go. That's my boy Murphy over there. S Gokin on Instagram. That's my boy. Check him out. So, I forget what the fuck I was talking about. I just went on a rant here. This box here doesn't open. It's more of a simpler formula. Again, the original King Arts. It said original edition and it came with all the stuff. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Like every version of it's original. The original, quote unquote, before it came out with this one, had, I think at least 2 trays. I want to say 2 or maybe 3 trays. It came with all these accessories plus a bunch more. I'm talking a head where you could take the armor off, a head where all the armor came off. I think they threw in an extra head for some. You got 3 heads with the thing for some reason. Like all the parts, like every cross. I mean, this thing was stuffed to the teeth. I'm pretty sure it was King Art's first release, so they kind of went all out maybe. This is my favorite King Arts release still. So here's the difference. We're going to go over it. The original King Arts, all the armor could come off and everything. This one is just a figure. They reissued it. No armor coming off. Just straight up figure. So I don't know if King Arts is going to go through and re-release their whole roster with just... But nothing comes off this. So it's not like I can't take the shoulders off. Like you could replace the shoulders. I mean, battle damage parts on the last one. I think it actually had 3 trays because you had all the extra accessories. Then you had the battle damage pieces. Yeah, it was crazy. So what I'll do is I'm just going to kind of play around with it a little bit, check it out, see what any difference is. So obviously the first difference here is we are going to see that the armor does not come off. So that's part of it. And again, I didn't know that. So this is my third King Arts Gaiking. I'm kind of torn. See, he can still do the transformation, so the legs still come off. I was kind of torn between, now that I know what was going on, head still comes out. Here, mouth opens. I don't think, yeah, you know what, guys? It's crazy. I don't think this still has the LED figure. But it's crazy just to think that underneath this, if you're familiar with King Arts at all, is his metal stuff. They just basically glued the armor onto him. And I'm sure they use the same frame as the other one to save money. But if you look at this, this is all die cast. This guy's still heavy. They did not cheap out on it. See? They let this come off so you can still do the transformation. That's cool. Yep. It's almost like coming back to like something like Earth, like you're not familiar with Earth and something's a little different. It's because you know the armor, the mechanics and everything is underneath here, but you can't see it anymore. So it's just permanently sealed. So we have the other thing here. Well, this is what I was saying before. I was kind of torn about, can the back come off? Nope. So they did this thing, had so many QC issues, small ones, where the armor wouldn't stick. The magnets for the King Arts are kind of weak to begin with. So it's one of those things where it's just, hey, you're dealing with King Arts. But this is the best Gaiking on the market. Besides the GX100. And I'll tell you why. Now that the armor doesn't come off, there's no, I think we can do a direct comparison now. This versus GX100. No armor falling off, no QC issues so far. So here, see the stars, they put those on the legs. These are for the transformation, look, the boost. Oh, okay. So this is how it goes. Oh, no, I don't think that... Okay. I thought you had to put... I'm sorry. I thought you had to put these on. These are just for the transformation. These are a lot smaller. So he'd have smaller legs, which I don't want. I don't want powered down Gaiking. Those are for flight transformation. So I'm sorry, I keep getting off track. So I was kind of torn about getting, I wanted another Gaiking because I like this one so much. He displays so well. I have the GX100. I think the size of this goes with the Dragon, even though it's not in scale for the anime, whatever. But I like this figure so much, and after I found out that this version, look at that, sticks on so tight. The last one would fall off if you looked at it. So torso is just a little loose. A little loose. But I was like, I don't know, should I get the original again for the same price? I can get all the extras, but then I have a third one of the same thing, or I can get the same thing but different. I can actually have, yeah, it's the same robot that I like, which is amazing, but at the same time, I can have the new version. So you're paying the same price to get a lot less in a way. But that's what my take is on it. You're not getting the extra battle damage. You're not getting all the little pieces and extra armor and this and that. And he can't do open face, which kind of sucks. I would expect for the dragon to at least have the armor come off, but I think at this point King Art said, you know what? We're not messing with any pieces. We don't want anybody crying about QC issues. I mean, nobody would cry if you did it right in the first place, but yeah. So we're going to see now how I'm definitely keep you guys in the loop on Sahani Toys and what they say. Is one of his, I don't know the name of it. All right, here's the big thing. Stars wouldn't stay on the last one. Put this in here. Okay. Let's try it on this one. They definitely did some improvements because I can see, I think the clips on these stars. Yep. All right, so I'm putting this on here so you see one star on and it's not falling off like the older version. Here we go. Yep. Hip joint comes out a little bit. Piston back. Sick. Let's get them all. Oh, that's what it was. The waist joint was just a little loose. So all I'm going to do is throw some Kiki in there. And it seems like a simple enough piece. Yeah. These are definitely, King Art's definitely up there for me anyway. I really like these guys. This is so cool how they made it. I mean, you can actually take it up, play around with it, not worry about the armor coming off. So you can have one as a truly displayed with no armor. And then you can have one to kind of, you know, mess around with. So let me take, all right, I'll just leave it on. So if you see up in the shoulder here, the original version, or whatever you want to, the first version, I don't know why they always call it original. You could take off these shoulder pads and switch them with either battle damage or whatever. But now they're glued and pegged in, and there's no way to take them off. Yep. That really sucks, boys. Here's a shot of the back so you can see a couple things. The head does sink in with clearance for the horns. So you can do that. Mouth opens. I don't think there's... Yep. Let me see. Looks like there's LED on this, boys. Let me get the spudger here, and I will... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's batteries in it. There's a little tiny screw in there. Yeah, if you can see right here, that's the door for the battery. All right, let me get this guy together here. Throw a little Kiki in the joint. Right. Now, unfortunately, like I said, the shoulders are of course, you know, out the factory defect. QC issue, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Boom. Look at how fucking cool this guy is. This guy is fucking too cool for school. Boom. Gaiking. Gaiking. Alright. Get the backpack on. Look at that. Oh, boys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So everything, no QC issues on this guy. So if you want to know, the new Gaiking that's coming out is going to run you about the same price as the old one or original version. So the thing with that is you have to make a decision. Do you want to deal with, you know, the extra paneling, some of the QC issues? I pointed them all out on my video. It's just, you know, some parts didn't stick on. Some parts, you know, just need a little kiki. The crosses on the original, where they go in, are a little too long. So they actually hit the back of the leg. So I had to just cut them off so they fit on nicely. These have clips on them. So they really did take their time and redo the issues. Other than the shoulders, which, I mean, I really can't tell. It's not a huge, you know, deal breaker for me. But here he is. Now, you know, like I didn't know what you want to do. Same price, get all the paneling, the battle damage pieces, or do you want to go with just a figure with the minimum? This is what it should be. This right here, I mean, if all the armor came off, nice, as long as I have a place to put it without all the battle damage. I mean, just to have this figure is awesome. Now, hold on. And what you've been waiting for, boys, the black and regular edition. So you have them both right here. I have the mouthpiece on him. I'm using the furnace mouthpiece, and that's just the normal mouthpiece. And again, this is the figure that comes with all the battle damage. I don't have them displayed as much because it's the black one. I just wanted to give him a regular look. But yeah, he has the black and gold. He does look a little different. Just amazing. Here's another thing too. So if you don't put on the bigger teeth or whatnot, which I could have put on, that's the look you get. But again, that was kind of a small QC issue where the teeth didn't really stick on that well. You needed to either do kiki or something to get in there. But as long as you like the video, please take time, smash that like, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Chunky Boy Robots, this is Gaiking Clan signing out. Hope you enjoyed this little tidbit. Next is going to be, I don't know, Blitzaway Mazenkaiser is supposed to come out soon. My Grand Action Big Scale Gaiking is supposed to come in soon. There's some stuff in the work. Sky X Getter Dragon, the white Shin Getter Riobot. So there's some stuff in the work. I'm doing a black Voltron Carbotics. So get ready, guys. More stuff coming down the line. Oh, and shout out to my buddy Collectibles Hub. He's into baseball cards now, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm still tuning in. I'm still liking it. Peace.